Hola again. Hopefully I can keep this train going before I lose all hope in myself. I don't know how I chose this topic for my follow-up video to my comeback of this cinematic masterpiece that is also one of the ugliest movies I've ever seen. It's still a cinematic, it's a movie. I don't know how I got from that to 6IX9INE. He just dropped a new album and I see no one talking about it. No one's even noticed the fact that 6IX9INE still exists. Last time they acknowledged him is when he was clowning on Gunna for snitching. The difference between Gunna and 6IX9INE to other people, I don't like Gunna, is Gunna makes good music, 6IX9INE didn't. So we're gonna stop listening to 6IX9INE because he snitched, because he doesn't make good music anyways. Gunna snitched? He didn't snitch on me. This album, I listened to it. I went out of my way to listen to 6IX9INE album. And it's garbage. It is terrible. It's worse than the Lil Pump album. I'm just kidding. This 6IX9INE album is not bad. Now, is it the best thing I've ever heard? Absolutely not. It's 6IX9INE. But he went from this to now this. I will admit, it's a bit of a corny transition. A little weird hearing 6IX9INE go from screamo rapo about gang life and killing people and stealing your girl and dude sucking his dick. She does on this album. But besides the fact that it's a corny transition, you acknowledge that it's 6IX9INE on all these tracks trying to sound all smooth, all delicious sounding on a nice Latino album. It's not bad. Sounds like he's trying really hard to get on the next FIFA track list for their game. He's trying a lot of things here, and they don't come off that bad. Now, I will lose some credit right now because I myself do not speak Spanish. I don't speak any Spanish because I don't know what I'm saying. But I understand some Spanish, but I don't speak it. So I will lose some credibility here. I'm going to put a bunch of artists on screen right now. These are all artists I enjoy that don't speak English. They do speak Spanish, and I still enjoy their music. Because in my opinion, you don't have to understand every single word they're saying for you to enjoy their music. You can still enjoy their music. You just have no idea what the hell they're talking about. At least with Bad Bunny, I just know he's trying to seduce me every time. With 6IX9INE, I'm not really sure what he's trying to get at. The sound of his voice sounds a lot nicer than it ever has before. I feel like he's trying to seduce me as well. Good thing I'm not 13 anymore. But it's not in the nicest way possible. Some of the beats sound a little silly, a little overdramatic, a little much. Sometimes his voice sounds like he needs some water or some liquid because his throat is dry. Especially with his feature that shows up on like 5 or 6 different songs linear. This guy needs a drink because his voice is dry. I cannot listen to him anymore. There were like 2 songs where I enjoyed his voice, maybe even over 6IX9INE's, but that was not very often. It didn't occur much. It was a little annoying, a little repetitive to hear the same guy over and over again, but then again, I've gone through collab albums where I didn't get sick of it and I didn't, get annoyed and it worked. It's just here it didn't work because their voices do not match together very, very well. What I'm saying right now is, if you haven't listened to the new 6IX9INE album, I want you to do me a favor and go listen to it and come back and tell me what you think. Because in my opinion, it's not that bad. I think his sound has evolved a lot, considering the fact that his most acclaimed album, his best album, the one that has him the most fame and has the best features, he didn't even try for half of it. People just accepted that it was ear noise and went with it. I guess that was back in the day when we didn't really care what we were listening to, and now all of a sudden we care again. I think this album is a lot better than that one. So I want you to tell me what you think about this album and if it's better than that one or not, and why. I also want you to tell me what you think about 6IX9INE transitioning from this to smooth, whatever the hell you'd call this. I guess he's just trying to make right for what he did to that little girl. But Overall, I don't think it's a bad album. I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10, which isn't terrible, considering I'd give all of 6ix9ine's other albums. I mean, one of them has a 1 out of 10. That was his last one. His first one, probably a 3.5, and then the one before that, maybe a 5. So this one's the highest rated. It's not the best rated ever, but it's an album with a rating. I want to know what Anthony Fantano thinks. I'm a little curious to see what Espanol speakers think of this, because I don't speak Spanish. So I want to know if, like, to you guys, it sounds better. Because you know what he's saying. Is he just saying bull honky the whole time? Is he just spitting gibberish bullshit? Like, I'm genuinely curious. That's what I think about 6ix9ine's album. Hopefully the next video is a little more, it matters to the world. I don't know. Bye.